How did you become so successful at raising kids?
Just love and proper conduct, I guess. Family prayers, family activities, no arguments, no criticisms, and enjoying each other together. Teaching them the value of the church, the gospel. I guess all those things together, maybe more, contributed. Had fun together. Kids all like me. Like to outdoor activities. So we spent considerable time when it was available to us up at that cabin, hiking in the mountains. Every year from the time kids were old enough, took Craig when he was old enough, backpacking in there, and we did that once or twice a year. And even after they got married, even after the last one came home from his mission, I don't know how old I was, about 7 miles back into that favorite lake. He wanted to go into what we call the little lake, pretty isolated. I think I was 69, I don't remember for sure. Excuse me for going on about my life and our happiness.
I like to hear it. What do you think is the thing that you're most proud of in your life?
Oh, our family, of course. Definitely. They love me, they take care of me. Jim took me to the cardiologist today. And the cardiologist was called over to the hospital. We had to wait a couple hours. But Jim's got a problem. Just about a year ago, he went to bed perfectly healthy and happy. Had a good night's sleep. Woke up, went to get up. He couldn't see out of one eye. It was completely black, dark, blind. So as soon as he could, he called his eye doctor, Dr. Cook. Went down there immediately and he examined me. Had a detached retina. So Dr. Cook referred him to a retina specialist. And he's had 4 surgeries on that retina, trying to retouch it. They haven't worked. He's got some vision out of it, maybe 30 or 40%, but the surgeries have pulled the eyeball up, so it's only half exposed. So now he's got to go to an eye doctor that specializes in pulling it back down by, I guess, changing the muscles. So it pulls it back down in position. Been a real trial for him. Life has its ups and downs. But you know, Adam, the Lord really blessed me. I never considered myself as a brilliant man, and I was uneducated. I received a high school degree, but because my dad was blind, mostly blind, we'd made our living in farming. That's how Dad pretty much supported his family. Marginal farming, not very successful enough to get by. We had a 40-acre farm in Lehigh. We moved from Enterprise up to Lehigh because Dad lost his eyesight through cataract clotting. And that was way back in 1926. He was probably 50, in his 50s, close to 60. Kind of young. No, he was younger than that because I was only 12 years old. And I had a sister and two brothers younger than me. There was only one eye doctor in the whole state of Utah, Dr. Neer in Salt Lake. Then Utah wasn't more of a pioneer area then. And that doctor told him he had to be close because he had to treat his eyes. His term was that he had to ripen the cataracts before he could do surgery. Told him it would be about a year. So we sold the home in Enterprise, little town west of Cedar City. Dad had a 160-acre homestead ranch up the canyon. Had a few little cattle and horses. Kept that, but somebody else took it over. We moved to Lehigh where he could be close to get to Salt Lake maybe once a month or so for examination. But the operation wasn't overly successful. He lost his sight in one eye completely. And the other, he probably only had 40–50% vision. So his ability to produce with a family was very limited. So my brother's just older than me, 2 years older. Didn't go beyond the 6th grade because of the work of the farm. The crops that we raised, the cash crop was sugar beets. And that takes early planting and ground preparation and late harvest. You leave sugar beets in the ground, as you probably know, as long as they'll grow. So the last of October, November, you're harvesting sugar. And then, of course, with the chores and the livestock. So he didn't get his school beyond 6th grade. I was able to continue, but very limited, because I had to be out early in the spring for ground preparation. And I was only